Hi. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Let me turn that up for myself real quick, because I can barely hear it. Of course, I know you all can probably hear it just fine. Hey, Luna. Hey, Baby. Hey, Kingman. Hey, Linky. Hey, Skippy. Hi, everyone. Alright. Welcome back to Paper Mario the Origami King Refolded. The series where we're playing through Paper Mario the Origami King, but getting refolded. Ooh! No, I'm just kidding, of course. We all know this is a new weapons mod, new enemies, new, like, just general things. New that! Look at that! That's beautiful. New lots of things. We got lots of stuff going on here. New characters, you know, you get the idea. This is a big old expansion made by the fans, for the fans. You get the idea. Let's go ahead and begin. You know, it kind of sucks not having a file select theme. Or not like a file select in general. Like, I don't know, Origami King does have like a file select, but it's not really a file select. It's more like it just pulls up the user accounts on the title screen. So if you only have one, it just immediately goes into the one game that there is. Blah. Stupid. Stupid Origami King. But anyway, I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm not in a rush to get off the title screen because we don't have like a little auto-playing cutscene anymore, but, you know. Modern Paper Mario B. Anyway, so, last we left off, we cleared the blue streamer, and Bobby got his memories back. Not by being whacked by a hammer, though. That's in a different game. But, he got his memories back. He kind of remembered a lot of stuff. He was going to leave us, and then Olivia's like, no, fuck you. You're coming with us. So, he's coming with us. But anyway, so, today we're going to be going to the yellow streamer area, but it's going to be part 1 of 2, because this is kind of a big area, sort of. It's hard to explain if you don't know the lore of the game, which, I mean, come on, I think everyone here knows. But, you know, we got a lot going on today. We got a lot going on. Excuse me. We got a lot going on. Not necessarily today, but just kind of in general with this area. So we're going to be splitting this into 2 streams, and today will be the first half of that. Or I guess the first third, and the second stream will be the second 2/3. I don't know. Either way, we're going to be doing the first third of the yellow streamer today. The first area or whatever. And, here we go, I guess. I don't know. Not really much more to say. You ate all the smoothies? Bro! Also, I think there are some recipes in the kitchen that I didn't get to try because I didn't have money last time, and I still don't, but I want to remind myself what those were. Who was that? Sniff it. Okay, right. Alright, what you got? Right, the spicy soup. I didn't get to buy that. Alright. I actually don't know if we're going to get any new recipes today, but we will at least probably get, you know, that spicy soup. Anyway, so the way the Origami King works is rather than having every area connecting to the main hub, it's kind of like a linear path halfway through the game. And then you come back to Toad Town, and then you go on a different linear path. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but basically we cannot get to the 3rd streamer area from here. So we have to go into a pipe to get to the 2nd streamer area, and then we can go to the 3rd streamer area. Yo, hey! One sec. Like you once did what? Anyway, sorry about that. My rabbits were getting up stuff and making a bunch of noise. Hey, Inertius. How's it going? Anyway, shit, what was I gonna say? Right. This pipe. We were gonna go this way. But yeah, I don't know. The Origami King's a little weird. Because rather than having branching areas off the hub world... Oh, I think my microphone's about to move. I accidentally bumped it when I was sitting back down. Give me one sec. Is that good? You gonna stay that way? Alright, I'm just gonna trust that you're gonna stay that way and not fall to the left. Oh yeah, that's right! We were gonna do this today! I completely forgot about that. Hold on. We have to go into Shogun Studios. Dude, I completely forgot about this. So, Shogun Studios updates after you clear the Blue Streamer chapter, and you basically get just, like, a bunch of people actually populating the place, and I guess they decided to have fun. I guess the Refolded team decided to have fun, so we're going to explore a little bit, and then we're going to go to the Yellow Streamer area. You got anything? Silver Guard Plus. I don't have money. Uh-huh. Gonna make my walk quick because Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is on? I see. We gotta see all the new characters they added in here. Oh my god. Hi there. Yeah, you would say something like that. Okay. School was canceled today due to how short-staffed it was. At least I think that's what it was. Wow, really? Damn, what the hell? Hi, by the way, Michael. Okay, you're just a regular Toad. I don't care what you have to say. Many of the teachers were sick and didn't come, and they didn't have time to get substitutes. Wow. Hi there. Yo, how many yellow Yoshis here are into juggling? Quick question. Look, Ma, no skin. Is that base game? Why is everything short-staffed today? I don't have a fucking clue, bro. It's kind of aggravating, though. And I'm not going to get into, like, what I mean by that on this stream. I'm just a little annoyed by something. But anyway. I genuinely am wondering if that's, like, a base game quote or not. I don't think any of the Refolded staff are here to confirm, though. We'll have to check on our own at some point, then. Actually, you know what? Let's see what you got to say. It's a Monday. Of course it's short-staffed, right? Oh, right. You're the... My futon's been stolen guy. Or Zabuton, sorry. Yeah. Uh-huh. I can check if it's a base game thing. You better. Boot that game up. Tell me if he says, look, ma, no skin. Look, ma, no skin. I don't have any skin on my face. That sounded terrible. Bro, we permanently damaged that guy's hearing. Well, fine, I'll just hit you instead. Ooh, get hit, idiot. Sorry. Yep. I sure have. Let's get some pictures taken. Later today, I'm going to try a light of Moscato for the first time. What is that? You. Welcome to the Dress Up Photo Studio. Would you like to have a photo to remember your fun day here? Oh, you brought the royalty pass. Yep. Let's try the ninja first. Are these all going to be the same as base game? Nice. Do-do-do-do. Wow, thank you for saving my game. I appreciate that. Let's do Samurai. Cute. Is that the position they were standing in before? Bro, so edited. Honestly, I get why you can't do this because of, like, how this game is drawn, but I really wish that you could just, like, take these outfits and wear them at any given point, even if it doesn't do anything. You know? Just like some Mario Odyssey type stuff. I really was, like, the first time I played this game, that's exactly what I was reminded of with these outfits. I was like, oh my god, it's another Mario game where you can dress up as, like, whatever you want. Isn't that cool? You know? Except you can't do it everywhere like you can in Odyssey. You just can only do it here for photos. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is Thousand Year Door had badges that would change Mario's colors permanently. Wanted to get drunk on Saturday, but my friends are already deprived of energy at, like, 12 a.m. I've been telling you, you can, like, we can try to do something together. Preferably in the same space, though, not, like, through online voice chat or whatever. Cute. Character skins are like $10 or more. Nintendo could make so much money. Huh, for real. Alright, and let's go with that royalty outfit. Nice. There we go. Yeah, no, I feel like the way... Motherfucker. Hold on, one sec. About to put y'all up, I swear. Mario Party 3 drinking game? Do you want me to get aggressive? Do you want that to happen? Anyway, fucking, right, what was I gonna... Right! So, the whole thing with, like, the way this game handles sprites, you know, every single animation having, like, individually drawn frames, even if they are composed of, like, preset or pre-made parts still, I can see why that would be very problematic in terms of trying to actually get, you know, these sorts of things to be global instead of just isolated to this one little area. But man, I just really wish we could have. Like, imagine this. Imagine the next Paper Mario game comes out and it's got, like, puppet body animation again for the characters. And there are actually, like, more outfits aside from, like, just Mario's colors being changed. Wouldn't that be cool as shit? Like, come on, bro. Feels like we had something here and we couldn't get it because of the art style. And I'm not saying this is a bad art style or anything. I genuinely love how this game looks, but like, damn it, those limitations, you know? Look, man, no skin. Oh, wow, he really does say it in the base game. Okay, cool. That's new robot. Every time you miss a super guard, you drink a shot. Now, that would get me probably a little frustrated, but also, that would be more fun for me, personally. So what, are you going to drink a shot every time I land a super guard? Let the fun commence. Yeah, I saw the proof. Run Party 2 on the western board, and you must use the milk party, and everyone has to take a shot. Oh, God. I still don't know what exactly the puzzle here was, aside from just pick a pipe. The devs mentioned some kind of puzzle, but, like, I don't know. I think I was just kind of picking a pipe and seeing what would happen. That said, I'm glad these coins are here again. Hell yeah, bro. I'll take these. Now I can afford a spicy soup. Soup that costs you 1,000 coins. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to die? Dude, I'd say it's like 50-50 for me, depending on which version of the game we're playing. Maybe I'm, like, better at it in the remake, but if we're playing GameCube, it would be 50-50. In fact, maybe I'd even be worse than 50%. Huh? Wait, what? Why did my treasure thing just go off? Is there a hidden block around here so I can get, like, in there? Bro? Hold on. My treasure alert is going off. What am I missing? What am I missing? Y'all better like the stream to help Logan. Yeah, you better. Dude, I legitimately do not remember where this treasure chest is. Hold on. Hi, Francisco. Where is this thing at? Hold on. Where is the treasure? I would drink on stream if people donated. Maybe I'd do that too after moving to Germany. I'm not gonna buy drinks here. Where is the treasure? Bro, I don't know where it is. It's gonna drive me nuts. I'm being dead serious. I legitimately do not remember where this treasure is. Bro. Cool, good to know. See, it keeps going off whenever I walk this way, but, like, what's over here? There's nothing here. Oh. That was very well telegraphed. Okay. Oh yeah, Mario Party 4 when? When I actually have time to make the damn art. Dude, I can barely finish a commission right now. I'm struggling a little bit. Alright, where have we not been yet? Oh, shit. Hi. Talk to me. Wait for you? You kind of sound like a YouTuber named Crafty Boss. Really? I sound like Crafty Boss? Huh. This is why I dislike hidden blocks in general, especially for progress. I don't mind hidden blocks if, like, they're telegraphed. In this game, they're usually very well telegraphed. But, like, I don't know, man. Kind of stinks. 1,000-Year Door, they usually aren't very well telegraphed, but it's made up for by the fact that they're not required for 100% unless you're me. Then they are required, because I do count blocks personally, but, you know. I know the majority of people will not agree with that because it is not tracked by the menu, like, at all. Hey, Henry. Nice spooky icon. Yeah, when you did the where is it? Oh, like when I deepen my voice? Is that a Pokio? A red guy and a green guy passed through here. I think they were celebrities. Hope to see them again. Bro. You're not looking at them. Alright, well, I think I've already talked to you guys. I guess they haven't really, like... I guess they don't really, like, update the insides of the buildings. Do you think you can guess what my costume is? I can't really see it. The icons are so tiny on my phone. Can I... Do I get the ability to go to your channel? Fuck. Hold on, which account am I signed in on? Wait a minute. Oh, I'm on my second account, that's why. Okay. Whoops. Forgot about that. Yeah, here we go. Now I've got all my usual options. Alright, let me go to your channel so I can get a better look at your icon. Well, I see what looks like a blue shirt and a red something in the back. Aside from that, I don't know. I'm gonna guess Mario just because of, like, the color scheme. But I ain't got a clue. It's from an indie game. Oh, yeah, I probably don't know then. Dude, I love all the characters around here. Oh, shit. Are you an enemy? You're an enemy. What the fuck? Okay, I forgot they can do that in the overworld. Ninjas, I mean. Not ninjos. But I guess they're built off the same thing. Anyway. He's dressed as me. Bro. Hmm? No, don't fall. Dawn of the Soul. I forget, gold boots can't jump on spiky enemies, right? Do slap hammer. Damn it. We'll do super mega awesome slap hammer. And then we'll do slap hammer. Sorry. You get that bomb bump in. Ninja Mama. Do you want to know something I just learned about? Sure. What you got? Gotta go, have fun. See ya. Wait, what game? Hold on. I want to be the guy. Oh. That sounds familiar. Do I know of that game from somewhere? Oh no, I've heard of challenge runs for like Mario games based off of it though. That's where I've heard of it. Have you played Mario Galaxy 2? Yes, I have. Quite a few times, in fact. What's up? Might focus on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire entirely when I get home? Wow, I see. So being with me isn't worth it. I see. It's not worth putting up with Origami King to be with me. I see how it is. I see. Wow. You know, that's just kind of like wow. You know, like I just, you know, wow. You know, I just feel kind of like kind of betrayed, you know, like, you know, wow, you know, like, wow. I see how it is. You remember Luba? She's a girl. I'm just gonna guess right now, you're just gonna say that Luba's a girl, right? What if Logan wants to be a millionaire? I mean, that does sound kind of nice, you know, having that much money. I don't know if I feel like being hated by everyone, though, because I definitely would be a little selfish with my money, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I would try to also be, like, a good person, too, but... I mean... You know... There's kind of a reason we don't really like millionaires. Who was a girl? What the fuck? Yeah. How did you know? Bro, I played the remaster. And I've been following, like, all the remaster stuff this whole time. But, yeah. Yeah, Luba's a girl. In fact, Luba was always a girl. It's the English version that got it wrong. Well, sort of. Basically, what happened was... And this sort of thing happens so much with older games. Or happens so much with older games. But, like, with the Japanese text, Lumas aren't usually referred to by gender. So it was kind of unclear what Luba's gender was even supposed to be, if anything. And yet, despite that, some of the Japanese developers saw Luba as being sort of like an aunt or like an older lady, you know? So that memo was kind of missed by a lot of localization teams, except for, I think, German. But most localization teams kind of missed the memo on that. So a lot of languages just localize Luba as being male. He, him, you know? And that was just kind of stuck with for a very long time, and it's only just now that they're correcting that. So Luba is a girl. Luba does go by she, her. You get the idea. That is how it's supposed to be, and that's only just now being corrected. But hey, you know, if there's any time to correct it, it's now. So, it's alright. But yes, it does kind of, like, contradict a lot of English material from, you know, just the many years and the many things that Luba has been referenced to since Galaxy 2's release. After that, you need to get the truest ending. Wait, what? I beat several I Want to Be the Guy fan games, including one that took me 8 months to beat normal and another 4 months to beat, or to get the true ending, and now I'm still trying to beat the true ending. What the fuck? Yeah, even so, it was such a sad story. It was sad, yeah. I was kind of thinking about it, like, after the stream, which, in case anyone doesn't know, I have a second channel called Off-Centered Logan. It's linked on my main channels page, but, I have a second channel called Off-Centered Logan, and every now and then I'll stream something there. If it's something I just don't really want to put a whole lot of effort into, you know? Like, I put effort into these streams on LoganDV. I don't really put as much effort into Off-Centered Logan streams. You know, that's much more my, like, very casual channel, where this is my big show channel, you know? So I was streaming the Galaxy remasters over on Off-Centered Logan, and, yeah, after that stream, some aspects of that story kind of got to me. I still don't really... I don't know, in my opinion, I'm not really sure if it's as emotional. At least to me, it doesn't really feel as emotional as, like, Rosalina's story. But Luba's story is still kind of sad, you know? It still got me a little bit. Still haven't seen a bit of the new story content, so no spoiling. Alright, you got it. No spoilers. Damn, nobody's back here? But yeah, no, just to give another example, like, we all kind of knew about this. Everyone that follows Paper Mario Thousand Year Door knows about this. But, you know, Vivian is another example of a character that was localized very differently from how she was in the Japanese script. Being a trans girl, but that is not how the English version localized. The fuck? That is not how the English version localized her, just kind of being as a girl who is abused by her sister, which still had enough of a compelling story, but, you know. And then recently they sort of fixed that in the remake, and still kind of changed it to fit modern audiences and all that, but, you know. Overall, the remake script is much closer to the original Japanese script than the original English script was. And the original English script for Thousand Year Door had so many fucking, like, mistakes and, like, errors in translation and everything. I could go on and on about it, but I'm not going to right now. Because we aren't here for Thousand Year Door, we're here for Origami King. Okay, but, like, what are you wearing? Ninja phobia. Oh, we got another treasure here. That's right, I forgot. Alright, let's do some fishing. One thing I hated so much and can't go away is that my little sister spoiled the final boss. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want you. Hi there. Well, damn, I'm sorry to rip you away from all your fish friends. Jeez, it's hard to tell who wants to be turned back and who doesn't. Anyway. Ah, there's Woke in my videos game. Wearing a burlap sack on his head, it looks like. I see. I forget, how do you get the treasure here? Yeah, it's okay, she did say sorry. If it means anything, it wasn't necessarily by family members, but I've had, like, quite a lot of stuff spoiled to me by the internet since about 2017. A lot of Mario stuff. New Mario games coming out. Had some Thousand Year Door remake surprises spoiled for me. Had a Super Mario Odyssey surprise spoiled for me. One of the two, anyway. When I say surprise, I mean, like, you know, in-game stuff. But anyway. Skippy would prefer his games in a coma. Beep, beep, cheep, cheep. Yeah, it is really small. You know, I don't feel like fishing right now, actually. I'm gonna go. Bye. Bye. Let me go. Bye. Oh, shit. Never mind. You come here now. Yes! Yes! We got the treasure! Gimme. Canned tuna. What in the hell was that doing in the river? Anyway. You have to get the shiny in the water. Thank you. Unfortunately, I've already gotten it. Doo-da-dee-da. I like that. Alright, well, I think I've explored just about... Oh, wait, no, I haven't explored the Big Show Theater. What am I doing? Iski's the smallest Cheep Cheep? Oh, is he? Is he? Is he? Is he? Who threw that in there anyway? Somebody who doesn't like canned tuna... trophies. I guess. Canned tuna display. Holy shit. Hey! How's it going, Toodle? Oh, never mind. Sorry. I forgot I have the curse of turn you into a blank sheet of paper. Dude, I might be part straw guy. I'm not gonna be joking. I'm not gonna be dishonest. You know, I might be part straw guy. I'm good. Thank you for the offer, though. Oh, there we go. Now you can talk. Yo, what up? Dance of the Ninja Cowboy Greaser. Okay, sure, sounds fun. Oh, what? So now you're not gonna throw it because I'm in the way? You think I'm gonna try to grab your shuriken to use in battle? Wow! Wow! I see how it is. Wow! Oh, hey, what's your problem? What's up? I'm home now, gonna talk to y'all later during ad breaks. Okay. I'm sorry, what was that? Okay. I am the only one in the world with the 24K golden canned tuna collectible. Wow. You gotta show it to me sometime, you know? I gotta see that. I gotta see it. Have fun! It's so terrible. You should definitely check it out. Don't worry, I saw. Ninja Cowboy, Ninjago concept art would like to speak to you. Oh, would it? Alright, well, we're done here. Let's actually move on with the main stuff that we gotta do today. Bro! Quiet down back there, please. Bobby, no. What do you mean, Bobby, no? Dude, I think the fact that he can phase through a gate like that is awesome. What'd you have to say again? Right. I saw some changes in the Refolded mod. You'll see when you get to those places. Okay. Bro, go through the gate. What are your thoughts on the fact that the Monopoly game is back at McDonald's? I've just got one question. What Monopoly game? Sorry, just had to celebrate a little bit. I do kind of wonder how the world of the next Paper Mario game is going to be designed. Are we thinking it's going to be a nice big open world like Origami King, or are we going to have like smaller segmented areas again like older games? And for that matter, is everything going to connect to the main town? Or is it going to be more like Origami King where a lot of the areas string together instead? Very curious about that. I gotta know what they're cooking, dude. I'm so curious about the next Paper Mario game. Bite me. You never played the Monopoly game when you were younger, where you collect little stickers and try to win prizes? We didn't really go to McDonald's that much when I was younger. Oh my goodness! Okay, one sec. Get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! Please, stay down, okay? Love you. Sorry. What the hell? No! Bro, the chair just, like, pushed against a trash bin behind me and I nearly knocked it over. I nearly knocked it over. Anyway. Okay, I'm glad that worked. Don't do it! No! Oh, you okay? Come here. Come here. You okay? I'm sorry. That's right, baby girl. You alright? Alright, stop. Come here. Stop going up there, please. Could you collect a sticker star? Could you collect a paint star? I don't know. Surely there won't be scams this time. What are you referring to? Man, that was a fun part of my childhood, to be honest. Been a while since I heard about it. Have fond memories of getting a bunch of them. I'm a collect 'em nerd. I see. I really do not know what y'all are referring to. I'm very curious now. Keyword try to win. Excuse me. Dude, I feel so bad. Karma was like, oh shit. Karma was like getting ready to jump up on the bed, and I saw her, and so I tried to like reach my hand out to stop her, but she was like mid jump action by the time I did that, and I kind of jabbed her on the side. I feel very bad about that. Sorry. At least she and Twilight are like sitting together now. Anyway. I forget, does the Splash Hammer do more damage than the regular? I don't think so. Also, when are we getting Super Hammer? Oops. That stunk. There's a lot of advertising on the app if you want to look into it. I'll probably look into it through, like, news pages or something, because I do not have the app. I actually don't have any food apps. Like, for places, you know? I probably should. I'd probably save some money like that, but I just, like... God, I hate having so many apps on my phone, because everyone's got to have an app now, you know? What in the world are you eating? I really hope you're not eating carpet. Dude, my rabbits are being very active today. Sorry. This is usually so much more easy to handle whenever I'm, like, sitting on the bed playing on one of my consoles, but I'm, you know, admittedly, I'm kind of not doing that right now. I'm kind of sitting at my computer. Ay-ya! My legs started feeling weird. Anyway. What are you eating, girl? Look, hold on. Look what I've got. Caramel, come here. Come here, Caramel. What I got? Yeah, it's hay. There you go. Some actual hay. You want some too, Twilight? Come here. Wow. It's a... Alright. Let's finally move forward through Sweet Paper Valley. I really hope there's a new Paper Mario that could return every enemy from Mario Universe and being controlled by a shape-shifting Forgo boss. What are you hoping for? What's a Forgo? Anyway. I don't know, I'm just hoping for a Paper Mario game that's good, I guess. Like, undebatably. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. As much as I love Origami King, it's still... It's got a lot of issues that stick out like a sore thumb, and it's made the game not enjoyable for a lot of people. It's, like, very debatably good. I want a Paper Mario game that's undebatably good, you know? Sorry also to the Super Paper Mario fans, but, you know, I really just want to, like, have a Paper Mario game with a battle system that, sure, it can have gimmicks, but one, it doesn't take forever to select my fucking attacks. Two, it's well thought out and doesn't have conflicting gameplay elements, or isn't easily cheatable, by, like, system features, you know? For example... Oh, right. I'm gonna be real with you, I completely forgot what I was playing on. So when I pressed that button just now, that was the snapshot button, it opened up my fucking pictures folder and gave me an option to save. I did not know that this had that functionality. That's interesting. Forgo means forgotten. I see. Excuse me. I forgot what I was playing this on. But anyway, you know. Just something that's not easily cheatable by system features, is a good game that doesn't take forever to select attacks, has good, like, you know, complex gameplay elements in both battle and the overworld. That is also just as important to me, by the way. I want the overworld gameplay to be fun, but, you know, just complex mechanics that are easy to understand and add more to the game if you become more familiar with it. But otherwise don't become a problem if you're not familiar with it. That don't conflict with each other, you know? With unique characters, a good story that gets me emotionally invested, and just a fun, beautiful art style and a beautiful world to explore, you know? That's what I want. And I know a lot of that sounds like I'm calling for a return to form. I want to clarify, I don't care if the new Paper Mario game, the next one, I don't care if it experiments again. If they want to keep experimenting with new gameplay systems and all that, you know, fine, so be it. Just so long as it's good and something that I will undoubtedly enjoy playing over and over again, you know? As a big Paper Mario fan. As much as I would like the original gameplay system to come back, I wouldn't mind if they experimented again. But, you know, just as long as it's good and not, like, conflicting and convoluted and doesn't really work, you know? I don't think Kirby has played Forgotten Land. I'm sorry. I have not. I literally gave you both Hay to chew on, and you're still choosing the cardboard box? Bro. Anyway, yeah, that about sums it up. And to clarify on the overworld gameplay, I do want to, like, just talk about the modern Paper Mario games for a second. Holy shit! Where did you come from? Okay, you're definitely a Rocky Wrench repurposed, but hey, that's cool. Anyway, I will have to get back to you on that overworld gameplay point in just a sec. When I tell people I play Magikarp Jump on my phone, they look at me like I have the biggest downstism on planet Earth. Well, usually when you tell someone you played a Pokemon game, they don't expect Magikarp Jump to be the answer. That said, that is literally my answer. I'm not even joking. That is the one and only, I almost said Paper Mario game. That is the one and only Pokemon game I've ever played. Ooh, cool attack. Whoa, how else was I supposed to do that? Whoa. Is this even my strongest 1x4 attack? I don't think this is my strongest 1x4 attack. I've probably got something stronger. Maybe Super Boots? Yeah, okay, Super Boots are stronger. Anyway, to get back to my point about the overworld gameplay, there is just, like, this richness to the gameplay of the first two Paper Mario games. And to some extent, the third one as well, but that's, like, a whole different thing. I'm not going to get into that. Just, like, focusing on the games that have turn-based combat, you know, like, kind of an overworld gameplay system and a battle gameplay system. there is a richness to the first two Paper Mario games' overworld gameplay. You know, having partners that all just, like... I need water. Having partners that all have their own abilities that are actually used to solve puzzles in the overworld, it adds something, you know? It really, really does add something. And then on top of that, you also have the equipment upgrades, which usually grant Mario new moves. And then in Thousand Year Door, you also have the Black Chest Curses, which grant Mario even more new moves. So you just have like this huge range of just things you can do while exploring the overworld in the first two Paper Mario games. But since then, you know, Sticker Star, Color Splash, Origami King, all you've ever been able to do is jump, hammer, and whatever the game's main new action is. You know, whether it's throwing confetti, or summoning the thousand-fold arms, or paperizing, or cutting out, you know? Like, that's about it. You don't ever really gain any new moves. The partners don't really, you know, partners in Origami King don't really have new moves, aside from Professor Toad. You can't really do anything with these guys. So it's like, I mean, look at this. I just have to walk this distance. I don't have any, like, faster way to get around, you know? No spin dash, as much as I don't really care for it personally. I think this game is one of the... Actually, probably the only other Paper Mario game that, in my opinion, actually would have benefited from the spin dash. Unpopular opinion, I actually don't think that most Paper Mario games would benefit from the spin dash. It's mostly just the open ones, like 64 and the Origami King. But, you know, there's no spin dash, there's no Yoshi to ride on, you know, like, I just have to walk this distance. And the way I interact with things is... And that's it. No new moves for the entire rest of the game. You know? Like, if you see something, you can do that shit immediately. With the older Paper Mario games, if you see something, you will know that you can get that eventually, you can interact with that eventually, but very obviously, you may not have the ability to get that right now, you know? Like, you'll see a gap that you can't jump across, so you know you will have some way to get across it later, but right now, you don't have that Paracarry to carry you across, or you don't have that Yoshi to flutter jump across, you know? Like, the way the worlds were designed, they were designed with the idea that you're going to be coming back to these places to explore them again and again, because there's stuff to do there, there are characters to talk to. And so because of that, there are more things that you can get when you have later abilities. And even still, just going through the game, you have so many abilities to use that the puzzles can be very unique and complex. You can't really get that here. Like, the puzzles in this game are mostly things like sliding puzzles, or bring this thing to this place, which aren't necessarily bad puzzles, but it's hard to really evolve the puzzles in this game when you have sort of the same base moves, you know? Like, I really do hope that the next Paper Mario game has rich overworld gameplay again, just in some form, because I really, really do miss having that complexity in how you explore the world, you know? Because this is a great world. This is a great world. The Origami King probably has one of my favorite worlds in the Paper Mario, nay, even just like the Mario RPG series in general. Like, these worlds are so just beautiful and fun to look at, but I can't really do anything, you know? That's kind of my problem. That's kind of my problem with Origami King. I don't really feel like I'm doing anything in the overworld, which is crazy, because there's literally an overworld battle system with the Paper Macho enemies, including boss fights, by the way, which we haven't gotten to yet, but, you know. And yet, still, I feel like I can barely do anything in the overworld. But anyway, I don't know if you just saw that, but no, you didn't. I wanted to, do you remember the Mario and Luigi games that let you upgrade their HP or defense? What if they put those in a new Paper Mario game? Time for the Moscato taste test? Good luck. I already forgot what that is, by the way. What is that again? Play Pokemon Go? Origami King strikes me as a game that you play, remember as being way worse, then you play it again and it's better than you remember, like Paper Jam or the Star Wars sequels. Yes and no. It also kind of depends on how many times you play it. Like, the game has kind of gotten worse for me over time, the more I've played it. But, that's just because of, like, the issues that stick out to me that personally just become less enjoyable every time I have to deal with him. But I do, like, I'm not here to bash anyone's opinion. If you like Origami King, more power to you, you know? If you like Sticker Star, more power to you. I'm just stating my own opinion on these things. But anyway, this stuff tastes awful. Damn. Anyway, regarding what you brought up with the Mario and Luigi level up system, that would be great. But at the same time, I do think that the way Paper Mario handles like small damage numbers is also a very good system, and I don't know if being able to upgrade attack power defense on level ups would really work with that. Super Paper Mario being a good example. Your attack power upgrades every second level up, and if you're engaging with the game a lot, it kind of makes every boss fight super easy because it's not very well balanced. Because they balance it with the idea that you're not gonna do absolutely everything, you know? It tastes like sewage water, damn. Gotta clean out my mouth. Have fun. That said, though, if they did make a Paper Mario game with a level up system again, and they do some shit like, I don't know, HP, FP, power, or something, you know, if they don't want to bring the badge system back, like, if they were to do that, or if they do, like, HP, power, defense, like, as long as it's well balanced, I can see that working. But, you know. Just maybe not, like, fully like how Mario and Luigi does it. Oh no, the part? What part? Part 3? Yeah, why must you keep doing this? It's so mean. Oh, she's dead. Alright. Goodbye, Olivia. That hecking rock. Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Got a pretty easy solution here. We just gotta paperize and, like, you know, peel the rock off the page. It'll be alright. Oops, I did just bump my mic. Sorry about that. Bro, Kirsty's alive. Let's just go get her help. We can paperize this shit. Imagine if they just went to the cave and didn't wait for his monologue. I feel like that would probably work a lot better for them, yeah. We're gonna save you, Olivia! Fun fact, by the way, I don't know how many people, like, actually engage with this, but Bobby takes over the hint system during this segment. Which makes sense, you know, I figure Olivia's probably not going to be screaming from under that boulder all the way in Sweet Paper Valley when you're in Toad Town, but, you know. Let's go to Shogun Studios. Just Mario and Bob-omb. Hmm. You know, it's pretty easy to, like, figure out the order you gotta do things anyway, but I do find it interesting how, like, you can kind of tell which streamers you're gonna unravel first or next or whatever, just based on how close they are to the castle in that little picture to the left. It is a neat detail. Yeah. For sure. We'll be back here. That said... Yep, we shall. That said, first I want to check the shop, see if there's somehow anything new, which I really doubt it, but, you know. Gotta check regardless. There is not. Moving on. What if you try to get a hint while Bobby and Olivia are out of the party for the short time that happens? Good question. I think it's gonna just be like... No, you can't, or something. Like, oh, Olivia's not here. I think. So real quick, let's go into the shop that lags the game, and then we're gonna go to the accessory section. If you like Clinker Caverns and... Or if you like Clinker's Cavern in Grunty Industries, more power to you. I say with horrible memories of Clinker's Cavern from Grunty Industries. I'll be taking that Silver Guard Plus, thank you. And now I once again can't buy a spicy soup. Thank you kindly. Yep. No problem, bud. I did have the gold membership card equipped, right? Yeah. Damn, dude. Might be fun to try at least. Yeah. I'll try it. Got my mouth washed out and a palate cleanser? Good. No, I didn't want to talk to you. It's okay. You know what kind of baffles me, by the way? You can't sell things in this game. Like, I'm pretty sure there's not a single way to sell your items. And obviously you can't sell your accessories, but, you know. Anyway, Love Toad, what you got? Malud. There's no love lost. Gotcha. Don't worry, don't worry. I basically know where all these things are anyway. What would you do if you were watching Pawn Stars, but then Paper Mario came in and he was like, yeah, I'm selling an Ultra Hammer. Bro, I'd scream. Why ain't you holding on to that for your next adventure? Yep, I remember you. Let's set motor. Selling is important for RPGs. Well, good thing this isn't an RPG, I guess. That's a raven. Okay. So funny thing here. There are a lot of things you can interact with in this little section of the Great Sea for now. And you can actually get a lot of alternate dialogue or alternate scenes if you come here before Olivia gets crushed with a boulder. Which you can do. In fact, as soon as this guy is rescued, you can go out to the Great Sea and do whatever. But yeah, if you come here with Olivia, you can get some alternate scenes, alternate dialogue. I did not want to spend my time doing that though, so sorry, you just get the Bobby solo. Big pink ship. Oh, hi there. Oh my god, that was a lot of enemies. Fish! Bro, I'm being attacked by fish. I'm just gonna gold boot you guys. Got my mouth washed out. And got a palate cleanser. I got my mouth washed out. I'm sorry. That was like the first thing I read whenever I started thinking about just singing to this song again. That Moscato tasted awful. Cheap, cheap, and spiny cheap, cheap. Yeah. Wait, so do they have the spiky property? Like, if I jump on them, I'll get hurt? Oh, what the fuck? Stacked fierce water pistol. Okay. Hey, by the way, can you guys give me some ideas for, like, what to focus on with the next thumbnail and all that? Sorry if that sounds like a weird request. It's just today when I was making the thumbnail and the title and everything, I realized I don't have a damn clue what to do. Because I was trying to not just do, like, Bobby's Chosen Path and Paper Mario the Origami King Refolded. So I switched the order of the words. But, like, I didn't want to do just, like, blah, blah, blah in Paper Mario the Origami King Refolded. Like, I wanted to come up with just different titles and everything to not feel like I'm following a format and different thumbnails. But I'm gonna be real. I had, like, no ideas. Part of that is just because, like, I'm gonna try jumping on these guys, see what happens. Spiky property? No, not spiky property. Okay. Interesting. Just not jumpable property. You mean for the next stream? Yeah. Like, I'm thinking of just focusing on the weapons or something next, but, like, part of my problem is this isn't a new game. This is a new experience for an old game. So it's like, I can't really focus on aspects of the original game because that would not show anything new about this experience, you know? But it's kind of hard to know what to expect for the new experience because usually when I, like, stream a new game that I've never played before, what I'll do is I'll kind of be able to tell where the game is headed based on how things ended in the previous stream, and then I'll kind of look for that moment in someone else's stream or video, and I'll take a screenshot of that for the thumbnail. And then I just kind of follow a template for the titles, you know, blah, 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 chapter 5, you know? But, I can't really do that with this because none of the major events are really different in the Origami King Refolded. It's more so just a lot of minor stuff and, like, smaller surprises and things like that. So it's hard to figure out what to focus on for these thumbnails when I'm trying to not spoil myself, because the spoilers would be all the small stuff. You know? Like, anyone got an idea for what I should focus on for the next stream info? Because I'm kind of struggling a little bit here, admittedly. Oops. You could draw a Paper Macho Chain Chomp or a normal Chain Chomp about to eat you in the day desert. Would that... Okay, so is that your hint saying, like, there are Paper Macho Chain Chomps in the desert now? Or... Because I'm not really sure what that has to do with Scorching Sandpaper Desert. You return? Welcome back. You're such a dork and I love you for that as a friend. Thank you. It said on the bottle sweet and fruity. No the fuck it ain't. Guess since it was my first alcoholic drink, my body's not used to alcohol. That's your first alcoholic drink. Okay. Interesting. I will say, I don't know if it was a matter of, like, it feeling weird going down your throat. Like you said, it tasted like sewage water. How did it feel? Were you okay with how it felt? Because, like, to me, it was like, okay, obviously, you know, obviously this connection makes sense in retrospect, but, like, for me, the first time I tried alcohol, I was like, wow, the way it feels going down my throat, that's exactly how rubbing alcohol, like, smells, I guess. Or how it feels when that's, like, put on my skin, you know? Duh, no shit. Apparently that's just alcohol. But, I'm wondering, was that also part of the turnoff? Like, did it remind you of rubbing alcohol and that was kind of like a no-go? Caulk. Look, someone dropped something down in the water. Well, I can't get it. Sorry, bud. Felt kind of going down. I see. Really? Not gonna make any comments on that? Okay. Also, what in the fuck do we have over here? Hi! More new enemies! You could use some of the moves you've acquired already and have a normal enemy for the section scared of it or something? Maybe, yeah. What the fuck? Wait, whoa. Are those the fucking jellyfish things from Mario 3? And we've got Goonies! Bro, Goonies. We're out here gooning. Wait. Aha, I see your game. Alright, so we've got Gelectros, Cheap Chomps, and Goonies. All brand new enemies to the Origami King. That's something. I can tell these guys are using the model of the inflated Cheep from Chapter 1. The one that swallowed the stone. Now, can I jump on the Gelectros? Psst. No, I'm kidding. So many cool returning enemies? Yeah! This is very cool. Alright, do your worst. Let's see what you got. Maybe paint Mario's shoes to the color of a new attack or something for it? Maybe. That could be something. You know, on that note, I get that Mario's kind of got, like, an appearance to maintain. One sec. Okay. Okay, that's a blooper. Oh, the Cheap Chomps didn't attack. Anyway. I know Mario's kind of got, like, an appearance to maintain whenever it comes to his regular outfit, but something I've always kind of wondered about is why don't his shoes change color when he gets to Super Boots or Ultra Boots? Like, his hammer changes. He's got a different hammer, but not the boots. I find that a little strange. A little inconsistent of you older Paper Mario games. And, like, if they're gonna do, like, different emblems or whatever, like, costumes and stuff like that, fine, I don't really care whether or not they change, but otherwise, I would like it if Mario's boots changed next time he gets, like, boot upgrades in a game, you know? Never gonna happen. They're not gonna do that. Oh shit, I'm down to 53 health. Oops. I gotta heal. What the fuck? They just started having like a seizure or something. His hammer isn't out at all times though. I get that. However, you do see his hammer quite often. I don't know, man. It's like always been a thing. When Mario gets hammer upgrades, the hammer changes, but if it's boot upgrades, the boots don't change visually. Except for on the menu. Like in battle. Oh, I'm running out of plain mushrooms. Alright. Is that a... Shit, what were they called? What in the hell is that? Bro, there was just a nothing swimming in the water. Oh, it was a deep cheap. Okay. To be fair to Logan, your hammer is one of the more common things you interact with. Right. Exactly. There we go. Hi, Andrew. Damn, they pissed. Them deep cheeps are pissed looking. Dude, I love the fact that I can just spam the gold boots and get shit tons of money. I do kind of wish that, like, for balancing purposes, the gold boots were made a little weaker. So that they're not as worth it to use in battle. Unless you're specifically grinding for money. But, you know. I can't sit here and police, like, every change they make. Aren't those the jellyfish from Mario Bros. 3? Yes, they are. Or they were, anyway. We got one left now. That guy just said, "This is nothing. Go, Mario." Oh my god. Epic reference to the first Paper Mario game? The soundtrack Go, Mario, Go? No way. Epic reference to Super Mario Galaxy? Go, Mario. Yep. Legendary Captain Ode. Yo, what up? Captain Loaf. We are going that way, Bobber. Bobison. Is there a new scene for if you enter the fog, like right here? Well, I guess we already saw a scene in general, so... Damn it. Coward. This one doesn't call. Yeah, inconsistent. Wow. There we go. That's the Princess Peach. Dear Mario, please come to the castle. On an unrelated note, dude, I am like 4 subs away from being at 200 on my secondary channel, but more importantly, I am 30 subs away from being at 1,000 on this channel. So if you're not subscribed, you should definitely do that. Yeah, that's right, that subscribe button that just lit up. I actually have no idea if that functionality works on live streams, but let's just pretend that it did. Yeah, you should click that button. Scary music. Back lab an hour and a half. Alright, see ya. Yeah. Guys, I'm only 30 subs away. I say, knowing damn well that that could still just be like another fucking year with YouTube. But anyway. What am I doing, bro? Let's just line them up like this. But anyway, shit. Right, I wouldn't even know I'm already subbed. Right? It does? Okay. Cool. Don't forget to leave a like. It helps the algorithm. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Dude, I'm genuinely, like, kind of happy with YouTube's algorithm. Not really. After the fucking, like, months that it put me through where it would not do shit for me, I'm a little upset. However, when I started streaming Origami King Refolded, suddenly everything started going well for me again. For the most part, anyway. On YouTube Studio, it says I've gained like 16 subs or something like that over the past 28 days, which, for how this year's been, that's pretty impressive. I am here, and lab starts in an hour and a half. Oh, okay, I see, I see. Hi. Such interesting attack names. Fierce Flying Fish. Wouldn't that be like Belly Flop or something like that in the older Paper Mario games? That is not a complaint toward Refolded, by the way. It's not a complaint at all. Just like making observations. Yes, I see it. Ooh, block. What a unique treasure. Need to get better at shilling for my content. Just feels weird. That said, I need to get back to making content. Oh yeah, no, I'm horrible at like actually being like, okay guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, I don't really like that, personally. For one, just having to say that, but also, I don't know, if you're like interrupting your video to say like, comment, subscribe in the middle of it, I kind of don't like that personally. I prefer when YouTubers do it at the end. Feels more natural. Or if you do it at the beginning. But you know. Wasn't this a max up part in the original? Why'd the treasure thing go off? Okay, guess it applies to the max up parts as well. Hey! Kingman, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Oh shit. Oh my god, the Boomerang Bros have like gray helmets again. Wait. Did they have gray helmets before? Yeah, they did. Cool. Very cool, very cool. Thank you so much for the $5, Kingman. Dinero. I probably mispronounced that, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna assume you obviously meant Dino, so here. There you go. I'm Dino now. Obviously, that's totally what you meant, right? Wink. Wait, this still doesn't... Hold on. What am I doing wrong here? Oh! There we go. It's the old 1,000-year door designs. Yeah! Thought Boomerang was dark blue? No, Hammer Bro was dark blue. Okay, hold on. As far as old Paper Mario is concerned, Hammer Bros had, I think, blue helmets with green shells. Boomerang Bros had gray helmets and gray shells. The modern design for Boomerang Bro is dark blue, yes. Oh, fuck off. Come on. Bro, look how many more enemies there are to take care of now. Paper Mario the Origami King, but Yoshi just revived from the dead to take over the world with Dino version of LoganDV. True. What? Gray? I thought they were always blue? No, not always. I mean, they were kind of always blue, but like not really, because Paper Mario likes having fun. Boomerang Bros yeet the enemies at you? All bro types can do that in Origami King. In fact, just in general, a lot of enemies can just throw other enemies at you. Okay, hold on. Just to, like, clarify, regardless of what their designs always were in the main series, specifically in older Paper Mario games, Boomerang Bros had gray helmets and shells, and Hammer Bros had, I think, blue helmets and green shells. That was not necessarily their design in the main series. That's just how it was in older Paper Mario games, and that's what this is focused on. Oh, wait, you can see Hammer Bros in the background of the audience. Not anymore. Ugh, there you go. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, look, hold on. After that text box clears. See that Hammer Bro in the background? He's got a blue helmet, green shell, red boots. Yeah. Yeah, there's another one. We got another one over there. Yeah. We got Hammer Bros. Gonna focus on yard work, so messages might be a bit sparse for a bit. That's alright. Finish him off. Remember you drew my Boomerang Bro with a red shell? Yeah. Almost 5 years ago. Wow. Time flies. Time really flies. Don't Boomerang Bros look like Bomb Bros from another mod or something? Not from a mod. I mean, maybe they were made into a mod thing at some point, but, no, that was just like some person's fan design, I think, before it became a mod thing, if it's in a mod. Spooky. How complicated is it to install a printer nowadays? Why? What's up? Ha! Oh, damn it. No! Oh, we got scuttlebugs. Actually, maybe I should have focused on the sniffets. They're just gonna summon more enemies. I did not think about that. Oh, Yoshi? Boop. Hey! Don't do that. Speaking of printers, we finally got ours to work a few days ago. Awesome. My brother brought a new printer, or bought a new printer, and the documentation wasn't helpful. I see. Kind of reminds me of Halo 4 when they revealed the UNSC Infinity and it got invaded, like, immediately. What's that in reference to? Or, like, what's the UNSC? Sorry, I just don't really know, like, anything about Halo. Just gonna use a bubble flower. Look, all I'm saying is Mario should be able to... Okay, hold on. He's literally got pocket confetti to blind enemies right there. True, he does. Well, at least one of you managed to make it to me. What in the hell? YouTube, I know you're lying to me right now. It says 2 people are watching. Did everyone just, like, dip out at the same time? What happened? The stream is still here, right? Like, just to make sure. It's the flagship of UNSC. It was their pet project they got to finish after the war ended. I see. It is? Okay, good. I don't know what YouTube's doing then. Does it say 2 people are watching for you all? We're all here. Bro, what is YouTube's deal? Deal or no deal? Bro. How many different points did I think I was gonna get attacked there? Yeah, it's still active. It says 8? Huh. The hell? Anyway. I guess pay it no mind. You're God. You're so confident about that? You have to defeat the Sniffets first. Hold on. Before they summon other Shy Guys. Alright, and now... Is there ever going to be a hammer that hits, like, the middle 2 rows? I guess there's Splash Hammer, but it's kind of weak. Yeah. Oh. Well, doesn't matter. We're good. And the app helped better with troubleshooting, and the printer is now finally online and working? Well, good. Eat your angel food cake. Bro. Can't be doing that. We'll come back for this. So, seeing the model takes you back, not necessarily just being on the ship itself. I like the water effect. Me too. Oh, give me that confetti. Boo! No, I'm kidding. Sorry about that. Did I get ya? I like how the sound of Bobby shivering is, like, actually metallic. I like the creepy factor. Me too. Dude, the next Paper Mario game should totally just follow this trend and have, like, another creepy area, you know? Or at least try to. Be right back? Okay. You said not to worry about the YouTube tomfoolery, so I ate your angel food cake instead. Hard to worry about anything with such a sweet delicacy. Give it back, bro. Actually, never mind. I don't want it back. Peachy Keen Lounge. Dungeon map in Mario. Uh-huh. Hi. Honestly, though, if they do another creepy area like this, they should have it be... Or they should have, like, whatever big monster there is actually be, like, kind of terrifying. You know? This game kind of loves its little, like, creepy themes, but it doesn't fully commit. Because in the end, it's all still silly fun, you know? That's how it treats it anyway. But, like, I think it would be awesome if they did, like, another creepy area like this, and then the monster is actually, like, some sort of horror that's, I don't know, man, just really freaky looking, and the boss music is unsettling as hell and stuff like that. But not, like, too out of the way. It is still a Mario game, but, you know. I think it would be cool if the next Paper Mario game did that. How do you feel about riding on ships? I don't know. I mean, being on a cruise ship sounds nice. I'm just worried about things like, you know, people getting sick or what they do with the people that die on board. Stuff like that. Or, you know, the event that some catastrophic thing happens and then we're all just going to die because the ship is sinking into the sea. But, you know, I try not to think about things like that too much. Keyword is try. Welcome back, Skippy. Timing Master, my second favorite part of the game. Hi, by the way. Who are you calling honey? Oh, shit. There we go. Me when I don't think. At all. I think they have the ability to call in emergency helicopters for that second thing. Yeah. I guess. But, you know. They did that in Chapter 5? Sorta, yeah. No, you suck for that, dude. Badude. Yeah. Badude. Alright, you watch too many movies. Cruise ships pretty much never ever sink. Do I watch too many movies or do I play too many Paper Mario the Origami Kings? Man, I'm just gonna use the fucking power block. Hold on. Oh, I don't have any. Uh-oh. Never mind. I will not just use a fucking power block. Turns out the ship was an ape. Stand. Oh, you're going to one in 2027? Awesome, I hope you enjoy it. Oops. I love the accordions in the Purple Streamer battle theme. Too bad, we're not there yet. Grr. Wish I could play this. Play what? Origami King? Or, like, specifically the Refolded mod? If I went on a cruise, I'd pretty much stay locked in the bedroom until we got back to land. I'd probably explore this, the cruise ship a little bit, but, you know. It would all just depend. Bro, we're gonna get some money out of this guy. Oh my god, I have 10,000 coins? I think I've been using the gold boots a little much, huh? The mod. Okay, that makes more sense, yeah. Hopefully you can find a way to play it someday. Oh, so funny thing... Hold on, let me get this. Wait, that... wasn't there before. Okay, so now we've got the Purple Streamer recipe book. I'm guessing there's probably not going to be another one for Purple Streamer, which means we're probably just not going to get a book 2 streams from now. Because we're definitely getting a Yellow Streamer book next stream. Anyway, Beach Buffet. So, funny story. I had no idea how to progress from here when I was playing the game originally for the first time. So, what I ended up doing was I jumped on top of this bush. And then I, like, sat there and kept trying to jump up this way until I got it. And I was like, wow, that's really jank. I feel like that's not what you're supposed to do. So, here's what you're supposed to do. Here's what you're supposed to do, it turns out. This thing's cracked. Wait. There. Wow, so easy. So, you know, first the elevator button, then I'm sorry, specifically the elevator button and overlook tower, then the, you know, trying to jump from this bush. Like, bro, I was not thinking of the obvious solutions at all the first time I played this game. I was kind of stupid. I love the book progression. Me too. I grew up with Sweet Life on Deck. I love the idea of being on a cruise ship. Good. Anything out here? Damn, so you're telling me we met Admiral Bobbery at the grand old age of 2 years. Maybe 3. The first time I played this game, I was so confused when I was on this boat. Iffy. Bro, you didn't even give me a chance to attack you. Leaves Menenostricht? I don't know 2 of those words, I'm sorry. Oh, shit, we got an Amazy Daisy. Alright, let's not die, for one. And now I'm going to twist you. And your bones. The interactiveness. What about it? Alright, we need a really strong hammer attack. Or tail, actually. Yeah, let's use the Super Leaf. $22. I feel like it probably has more than 44. Read my message? I did. I don't know what you said. Okay, none of that is going to be helpful. Let's do another Super Leaf. Yeah, he's not dead. Come on, Bobby. No! Wrong one! Whatever, it's Dizzy, I guess. Damn it. But bombs don't just die when they blow up, but not every time they blow up is when they self-destruct. I see, I see. Alright, I translated the message. Read my message refers to the one before that. Coworkers talked about honeymoon today. One sec. Actually, I need to, like, not run out of time here. Shit. What am I supposed to do? That looks right. Yeah, alright. That. Coworkers talked about honeymoon today. I'm not sure we're getting that right after the wedding, considering I'm already on vacation until, like, 2 weeks before that. Yeah, probably not. I don't even know what we would do for a honeymoon anyway. Let's eat grandpa type message. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. Go eat Link. Oh. I say definitely look into some of their options. I know they got several food places, both for free and additional charges, and you can get a room with access to a private section of the ship. Huh. Now I hate Sniffets and the Origami King? Bro, why are you hating them for me? It's alright. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of money. Anyway. Let's eat grandma. No, grandsonny, I'm your grandma. Mmm. Human flesh. I see. Mario should have told Bobby they were doing bathroom Blinkertons. Okay. And there we go. Only 424. It's alright, we get 1,000 after this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, like, they're really trying to be creepy here. I wish the big monster didn't end up being... Well, you'll see. So when you take a long enough drag on the vape that the blinker lights up to tell you it's dangerous? Huh. Even if we had the time, it'd be hard to get the money for the trip? Yeah. We'll just get 4 hours at the spa. Sounds nice. Out of context moments 2025, there's your video idea. That would be very difficult to put together. If you guys could, like, get a whole bunch of clips of just, like, out of context moments from my streams, feel free. I'm not doing that. That is a lot of time spending looking through my streams for moments that I could just, like, snag. And, like, I know there are a lot of those moments, but, like, you know... That would be a lot of time I'd have to spend doing that. That's actually the big reason why I've never done, like, a best of LoganDV 2025 or something like that, you know? Because most of what I do is streaming, and I don't really have the time to look through all my streams and note down big moments. You know? As much as I would love to make something like that. That said, I do have something coming out on Halloween, so stay tuned for that. Probably at 3 p.m. Central Time. I don't know. We'll see how my my schedule's looking. But I do have something coming out in, like, mid-afternoon on Halloween Day. And no, it is not a Halloween special, believe it or not, but it is a bigger video. You'll see, you'll see. Maybe I could edit that for you if I had the time. I'm fine with editing it myself. I could totally do that. I mean, you're free to do what you want. I don't really mind, just so long as permission is asked beforehand. But I'm totally fine with, like, editing it. It's just I don't want to find the clips, you know? Whoa! 4 hours at the spa and a Japanese restaurant dinner there. I think that sounds nice. I think you're nuts. I think that sounds nuts. Sorry. You know, I should really, like, look into seeing what's up with my brain, honestly. What am I hearing outside? Was it the trash being dragged in? I think it was. It's kind of like me after coming home from work. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I don't see myself that way. I promise, I promise. Just making unfunny jokes. Anyway, Hill. I don't think you typically eat nuts in a spa. Just gotta find a private spot, you know? I once considered doing stream highlights for you. I see. Ooh, I'm going to get you! 1 second. I'm back. Hi. Welcome back, me. Anyway, yeah, the bunnies. One of them just kind of like went into an area that she's not supposed to be in. Probably have some almonds as a snack in a spa, if it's allowed, of course. Mm-hmm. Ooh, a superstar. Number 55. Wait. Is that normally the treasure here? Wait, yeah, I think it is. Never mind. We're good. Anyway, look, guys. Look. It's Paper Mario the Origami King acknowledging past Paper Marios while also using an incorrect sprite of Paper Mario 64 Peach. Whoa. Yeah, we got 64 Peach up there. We got 1000-Year Door Peach right here. Obviously, Super Paper Mario Peach here. Sticker Star here. Color Splash up there, and then Origami King right here. Very nice, very nice. I remember getting, like, kind of upset at one point because, like, prior to this game's release, or, like, shortly after this game release or something, I think Game Explain did a video on, like, all of these. And they pointed out, like, the references incorrectly. They said this one was 1000-Year Door, and this one was Sticker Star. And I was like, bro, can you not see the sticker background? Can you not see, like, basically the title screen for 1000-Year Door back there? Like, come on. Come on, bro. I don't know. I was so, like, uppity and, like, upset about that for, like, no reason. Anyway, I want to watch her so badly from the top of the bed. I see, I see. Admiral Bob-omb. Admiral Bobby. Anyway, I'll be taking this. Thank you. Yo, can I get a drink? No? Okay. I don't know why I thought that was a drink machine. Hey, Stephen Crawford. I almost just said, okay, that's fine. I guess it would have been, because I'm kind of thinking of using multi-bounce boots. So, Made it to the Princess Peach, I see. Yes, I did. Oh, yo, guys, it's the lever from Minecraft movie song, La 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 Lava Chicken. I see, I see. I don't know how much I want to keep using these. I kind of hope that there's, like... I hope there are stronger variants of a lot of these boots and stuff like that later, like stronger multi-bounce boots. Stuff like that. Because I am noticing, like, I'm... Oh, okay, that was weird. I am starting to notice a little bit of a problem. That being that, a lot of these, you know, cool attack pattern... Wait, uh-oh. Hold on, how do I do this? I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, no. Anyway. Something I'm starting to notice as a little bit of a problem. I don't really feel as incentivized to use the multi-bounce boots anymore because they do like 10 damage. And... these enemies are getting stronger. They have more HP. So unless these enemies are going to be rebalanced in a way where, like, stuff like this is still viable, I'm not sure how much more I'm really going to use these boots. You know? I am hoping that for the sake of balancing, there are more boots and hammers with similar attack patterns to earlier equipment that do more damage. Because otherwise, I might just stop using a lot of these. Like, I'm already not going to use the Goomba Boot item because, like, it seems significantly weaker than other attacks I have. So there's not really much of a point to having it, you know? What? Okay, that's good? Like, really good? What is? Scuttlebug used Bite Attack from Pokemon. Pokemon XD. Wait, how do you get that again? Ah, like that. The multi-bounce, why not use it more? Because it does 10 damage. And, like, these enemies are starting to have more and more HP, so it's becoming less worth it to use that attack. Gale of Darkness mentioned. Hey! Yeah, sorry. Wasn't really feeling the yo part. Ayo! 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 Sorry. Okay, I see now. There we go. Player damage went up with your level, does it not? Well, for one, there aren't levels in the Origami King, but also, if you mean the HP, not an Origami King Refolded, no. They actually removed that feature, so you do not get, like, increasing damage every time you find a new max-up heart, which I can understand that for what they're trying to do, but I do feel like maybe that would have helped me feel more enticed to use these. Now, granted, we got, like, what is this? 8, 10 enemies. I'm about to hit 10 enemies with this, so I will use this. But, you know. Like, I am kind of feeling like I do hope that there is a stronger version of multi-bounce later in the game. I really do hope. Because, I mean, like, this is my second one, and these enemies still aren't dead. Not too shabby right now, though. Not too shabby. Alright, well, you guys are dead now. Power Temp time. Does the damage of the other attacks not go up when you get stronger boots or hammer? well, that's the thing. You actually don't get boot or hammer upgrades in this game. Like, it says I have the super boots right now, but, just to show you what exactly that means in just a second, actually, hold on. Right. There. Just to show you what exactly it means that I have the super boots. It's literally just another weapon. Like, you can take the base boots and hammer off in this game and replace them with, like, other hammer weapons and stuff like that. So I don't actually have, like, the super boots, per se. I just have a weapon called the super boots. But that does not affect my damage with the gold boots or the power jump or the multi-bounce boots, you know? Kind of wish the mod added level ups, though. I feel like they probably would have, but they ran into a lot of problems regarding not being able to edit the scripting of the game, and that severely limited what they were able to do. That said, the fact that they were able to make it to where you can unequip the regular boots or hammer and put a different boot or hammer item there is fucking crazy to me. Even without being able to, like, edit scripts. So, good on them for that. They literally made, like, the regular boots an equipable weapon that you have to pick up at some point in the prologue. Anyway, I guess we'll do super boots, but I don't think this is gonna kill. Yeah, no, it's just like 2 more damage. Might as well have just gone gold boots. It almost killed, though. Alright, well. Let's get some more... Some morning? Let's get some more money. Let's get some morning. This is the money I get for morning. Maybe we'll run into more powerful boots or hammers? I hope so. I just hope there are some that have, like, the same attack patterns, you know? Or attack ranges. I mean, as is, the slap hammer covering the 1x4 range that the hurl hammer covered before in the original game, as well as, like, most jump attacks. You know, I appreciate that, at least. Anyway, stick the lever there. It's a perfect fit. They nailed that engine startup sound. Yeah, I get it. In all fairness, we're still within basically Chapter 3. That is true. We are not halfway through the game yet. That said, we are approaching the halfway point. That will be after Chapter 3, but, you know. Wish that Bobby did 30 damage and defeat 2 enemies instead of 1 enemy. I can understand them not being able to really edit that, but, yeah. I don't know, 20 damage is still stronger than most of Mario's attacks, so I'll take it. Yeah, this game's got, like, a weird split down the halfway point. It's like, you do the red streamer, which then connects to the blue streamer, which then connects to the yellow streamer, so it's like you have continuous areas, but then it stops there. You don't go to the Great Sea next. Granted, I mean, you have to come back to Toad Town to go to the Great Sea before the yellow streamer area anyway, but, like, regardless of that, you know, you don't go to the Great Sea from the yellow streamer area, that being the purple streamer area of the Great Sea. Instead, you come back to Toad Town, and then you go to the purple streamer area, then to the green streamer area, and then to the final area of the game, you know? It's a little interesting. They don't have you go back to Toad Town nearly as much in this game, because most of them string together, except for, like, at the halfway point. Hi, friends! Friends outside me. Just gonna do gold boots. Doesn't really matter. I just realized that you're red, Yoshi. Is your favorite color red? Yes, my favorite color is red. Thank you for asking. I'm excited to see the spa world in this mod. Ooh, I hope it's good. I hope it's really good. I don't think you got told to go to the Great Sea anywhere else in the game except for here in Chapter 4. That is correct. This battle theme makes me shake my butt. Yeah? I wish I had POW blocks. I should have bought some at the shop. I didn't realize I didn't have any. Oopsie daisy. They actually probably would have been pretty helpful in this area, not gonna lie. Got food? Awesome. Hope you enjoy. We're the favorite color buddies? Awesome. Good, about to finish up Mario Galaxy 2. I just got to the green stars. Cool, I hope you have fun. Ah, shit, there's another wave. Alright. Yeah. I want McDee's now. Alas, I cannot till my next payday. Car repairs hit like a truck. Ugh, sorry to hear about that. No! Stop summoning more enemies! What in the hell? Oh, I don't see. Only 2 ring moves? I could solve this with 3, but I don't know about 2. What am I missing here? I'm sorry, I don't know! You're right back? Okay. Just realized I missed the water elemental? Yes, you did. I'm sorry. I just now realized that this mod does not give the attack boost for completing the puzzle, or when there's a low number of enemies. Yeah, no, it doesn't. They wanted to focus a lot more on the strategy aspect, so they removed the 1.5x attack bonus for solving the puzzle, and tried to rebalance a lot of the enemies based on that. Enemies and weapons and all that. So now it's more focused on, like, strategizing rather than just solving the puzzle. That said, you do still get the puzzle solving bonus, I'm sorry, the puzzle completion bonus, for solving every puzzle. I will not be getting that in this fight, though. Not that it matters, because I've got the gold boots, baby! When I say puzzle completion bonus, I mean, like, the coin bonus at the end of the fight. Because, you know, there are so many different bonuses, like excellent, I think excellent bonus, and puzzle completion bonus, and perfect bonus. You need a lot of money in this game. What? I still got a puzzle completion bonus? Dude, I didn't even solve one of the puzzles. Okay. Huh. I do not know how it works then. Alright, shit, wait, no, wait, I don't, wait, right, this way. My brain just fucking gave out. The music! Yeah. What about it? Bro is inking all over the place. How unsanitary. Was this here before? What is that? What? Wait, what is that door? Hold on, I don't remember that. Go back down, go back down. I don't remember that door at all. Is that just like the exit to go outside? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Huh. Alright. False alarm. We're good. I guess you can say he's inking his flat zone. I shall simply have to drown out my melodramatic woes with these hard caramel candies I acquired a while back. Yeah? By the way, there's like a scuttlebug over this way blocking this door. So I'm gonna hammer you. And by which I mean I'm gonna pull you. Yeah, you get pulled. Got pulled. I'll leave you to it. Forget the box, bro. There's a chest right here. Look at this. Hey, there's the super hammer. Wow, it actually kind of does look like the super hammer. Cool. Finally, bro. I've been waiting for this one. Hello, super hammer. Goodbye, hammer. Whoa, light switch. Well, that was rude. The other option is Jolly Ranchers, but I'm running low on those. You know what I've got? I've got candy corn. I've got that autumn fall candy corn mix. Yummy. Dude, I love candy corn. So glad it's October again. Candy corn. Yummy. Candy corn. I don't really feel like going through that door with the scuttlebug, so we'll just go this way. Candy corn is so good. Hell yes, fellow candy corn enjoyer. Let's go. You got anything new to say? Once in a blue moon, I'll eat candy corn? Yeah. Do you have any Halloween plans? Well, I've got a video that's going up on Halloween. Not actually Halloween related, but it is a bigger video. Sort of. Aside from that, no, not really. I don't really have any Halloween plans this year, aside from potentially ending up having to go to work. Yeah, I've got a picture I want to draw, maybe. Well, hi there! Don't many people not like candy corn? That is correct. Oh, God. Whoa, having some frame drops here. Had to build some shaders. Come on. Here's a plan for you. Wear the candy corn costume. No. Bro, I haven't gotten hit yet. Why are you giving me a heart? Somebody's pissed. Oh, shit. No! Bro, let me get close, please. Fuck. Why am I struggling with this part of the fight? I don't usually struggle with this. Holy crap, it's a sunshine blooper. Yep, this is the big monster that attacked this ship that caused all this creepy shit to start happening. Motherfucker. Get hit. Fiction of Grandeur. I don't know why I just read your name out like that. We just got back from a walk. Hi, welcome. Gotcha. Hi. Yeah, with all the, like, playing up the creepy shit they did, I am a little disappointed that the big monster was Gooper Blooper, but whatever. Whoa, those toads are so happy they turned from blue to purple. Anyway, that's just another Origami King complaint. Hopefully the next game does a little bit more in the creepy department if they want. Taking a break from streaming for a week? Okay. Hope you're enjoying your break. You're on day 6? Really hope you're enjoying it. That was cute. Hey there! Haha. Pretty sure they were purple before? I don't know, I saw one guy in the background turn from blue to purple. At the very least, they definitely didn't have these outfits on. I think this guy did have an outfit on. I don't know if it was exactly that, though. I don't remember. In all fairness, Goober Blooper is kind of the equivalent of a Kraken in the Mario universe. Yes, but it would have been cool if it was like something new, you know? Not just a big blooper we've seen very many times at this point, including once earlier in the series already. But anyway, that's just me complaining about Origami King again. Mario Toot Toot. What's up, Toot Toot? Oh, Mama Amoeba. Alright. You got it, bro. Just return to Toad Town. I don't know why I'm fucking sailing out. I'm sorry, motoring out. Sailing out! Sorry. I don't know why I'm sitting here fucking motoring out to Toad Town when I can just, like, press B. It was weird when Gooper Blooper didn't do the animation when he got defeated. Eh, it's probably just because I cut it off mid-attack. Hyper-realisticizes your Gooper Blooper. How about that for new? That's just Paper Mario bullshit. Will you be getting 112% Hollow Knight reference? No. Nope. In fact, I actually already game overed earlier in this game too, because I wanted to see something. But turns out there was nothing special, so I was a little disappointed. I will maybe try to get like close to 100% in Refolded, because I do want to see all the things like the concept art and all that, but I don't think I'm going to do a full 100% run of this game right now. Mostly because I just don't feel like doing some parts that aren't really affected by the mod anyway. This is more about the mod, so, you know. I probably just won't be going for 100% regardless, and I did want to engage with the accessories again, because it's been a long time since I actually got to play with these, so. Each charm was 1%, and each mask was 1%, and each vessel was 1% and stuff. Oh, I see. Huh. Alright, so we got some new recipes, and we got a shit ton of money. So, let's go see what we can buy. Instead of reworking the percentages, they just increase the max percent. I see. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's get a spicy soup. Delicious soup made from a fire flower. Heals 45 HP. Pretty good. Charms are the Hollow Knight equivalent of badges. Oh, I think I remember, shit, was it Hollow Knight or was it Terraria? I don't remember, but, Blue actually, like, downloaded a mod for one of those two games that had a bunch of Paper Mario badges. Pizza slice. A slice of pepperoni pizza with zesty sauce and gooey cheese. Heals 120 HP. Oh, interesting. We did not get 2 new recipes with that book. Just 1. Dogs or cats? I'm probably going to go with cats, honestly. Maybe. How about this? I go with rabbits. Hee hee. But anyway. Okay, so does that mean there's going to be like a second Purple Streamer book somewhere? In the actual chapter? That'll be interesting. Blue plays Hollow Knight. I don't know if they play Terraria. To be specific, when I say Blue, I mean like my sibling. Spelled B-L-U. Pizza mentioned. Wait, how much HP does it heal again? Heals 120 HP. That is a free full heal if we want that. You know what else is a free full heal if we want that? Or basically a full heal. Let's go ahead and get one more pizza slice. I'm a hungry. I think we'll be good. I don't know. I feel like I'm not really using these stronger items much anyway. So it's probably just, like, not great to stock up on those. I probably should stock up on a shit ton of mushrooms, because I do use those a lot to heal in the overworld, since they're cheap and small. I wonder, does the gold, or do the shop membership cards actually work with that kitchen? I thought you meant Blue SR. SR is short for speedrunner. I see. Well, I don't know. If you ask someone else. Apparently, it might also be short for semen retention. But anyway. Would you date the chef toad? Nah, I've got a husband. Almost. Almost got a husband. No, that is not where I wanted to go. I mean, we might as well check this out while we're here. But, you know. Here we go. We got some new treasures. Canned tuna. Cans packed with juicy tuna. Rumor has it there's a toad on Autumn Mountain who loves that stuff. For anyone who didn't get the joke I made a moment ago, by the way, there's someone else who documents a lot of, like, speedrun related stuff. And in a recent video, they were kind of, like, talking about a lot of personal stuff, and they ended off saying that they wanted to refocus their channel on a different kind of SR. And they wanted to focus on, like, making content related to semen retention, which, okay. Not judging, I guess, but that is definitely a wildly different change in content for anyone that was following them for speedrun documentation related stuff. Anyway, Water Elemental Shrine. A tiny shrine found in a corner of the tall grass plains. Tuna can offerings often disappear without a trace. Block. Made of bricks, but can be smashed with a hammer or even a simple jump. They don't make them like they used to. And Superstar. This classic power-up grants invincibility. Crush your enemies, walk on spikes, fall into lava. Wait, not that last one. Wow. Yeah. I was like, what the hell? I'm guessing that the one-ups at the shops says how many you used or bought. Yeah. I've got 3 life shrooms. Do we have anything new here? The light wasn't lit up, so I guess not. Yeah, no. Alright. Share some pizza slices without salami or sauce. Ooh, yummy pizza dough. With nothing on it. Except for, like, cheese, yeah. What the hell? Do I have a shiny flyer? Do I have a shiny fire flower? I do! I didn't know I got a shiny fire flower at some point. Well, let's get those. That'll be worth it. Also, I'm noticing I cannot buy regular mushrooms or super mushrooms here anymore. Only the shakes or the bunches. We'll get a bunch of super shrooms. I think those would be more efficient for healing, maybe. Actually, cost-wise, that is way less efficient. Let's get a bunch of mushrooms. And while we're here, we'll go ahead and buy some power blocks, too. Wow, these things are cheap. But round and you pay for a full salami pizza? Damn. Alright, how many mushrooms do I have now? 21. More than enough. I don't know why, I really like that specific shade of blue that the super shrooms are using. Look at that. I don't know why, I really like that. How long do you think you'll stream Refolded? I'm just wondering if you'll make it to the Shangri Spa. I mean, I plan on doing the whole game, but as far as today is concerned, no. This is my formatted series, so... Or my channel with, like, everything being formatted a specific way. So I will not be making it to Shangri Spa today. That said, I'm also not even going to finish the Yellow Streamer chapter today, because, like, that is a whole other chapter, and we are 2.5 hours into this stream. And I do not have the room to myself for this, like, entire day. And I'm kind of tired out from the Galaxy streams. So, we will not be doing the entirety of the Yellow Streamer today. In fact, we're going to be stopping pretty soon. But we still got a little bit more to do first. Never really had bullies during school. Mainly I was a quiet kid. Oh, imagine like a Dark World thing happens. And you fall into somewhere that gives you Mario powers, and one of your bullies becomes like Master Chief or a similar FPS guy, and you have to work together. That'd be interesting. What's your favorite pizza? Mine is a double cheese and pepperoni pizza. Mine is, oh, okay. Mine is Supreme, or Super Supreme, or whatever. Supreme Deluxe. You know, the one that's got, like, all the peppers, and the mushrooms, and the onions, and the pepperoni salami, and, like, other kinds of meats, and... You know, you get the idea. I like that pizza. I like all the toppings on it. Delicious. I like my peppers. But also, there are some specialty pizzas I also really enjoy, like chicken Alfredo. There's one that's like Hawaiian chicken barbecue. I enjoy that one a lot. I also just like plain pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni being English word for pepperoni, so pepperoni salami. I like... what else do I like? I would like to try a Nashville hot pizza. My dad had a Nashville hot flat the other night and let me try a slice, and oh my god, it was so good. I need more! We also get this buffalo chicken pizza a lot. I like that. I like buffalo. Spicy 5 cheese is nice. Ooh, I've never had that before. That sounds really good. If I could remember where the hell I want to go. Right, the pipes. Remember to use that hint system when you're without Olivia or Bobby? True, I will do that. Yeah, buffalo chicken pizza is really good. I eat spicy food and the right side of my lip feels numb. Doctor visit. Dark World Deltarune reference? Yeah, I think that's what they were going for. Imagine you start out fighting like Deadpool and Wolverine and you block his bullets with your hammer and stuff. That'd be pretty sick, actually. Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Damn, dude! Jeez Louise. Way to let it out, I guess. Anyway. Get... Where's the other one? Come here. Come on. Come on, this way. Down this way. Come on. Here you go. Good girl. The people in my school weren't really bullies, just annoyances. That's kind of how it was for me too. I don't know if I really necessarily got bullied per se. To some extent, I would say I did, but it wasn't ever really like, oh, we're getting beaten up and shit like that. Holy shit, I just saw Petey Brown in the background. Yeah, Petey Brown is here. You know, I never really was like physically harmed in any way or anything like that, but I did kind of face a little bit of verbal abuse from some people who were kind of assholes to me around middle school. Specifically because I was a little weirdo who played on the Wii U instead of Xbox like every other cool person. I've gone on about that before, though. I'm not going to sit here and go on about it again. Anyway. What the... Sorry about that, I didn't want to close the curtains on an important story moment. I love this song. Dude, I get really confused. A lot of people say that this song sounds like Memory from Super Paper Mario to them, like they hear it. I don't hear it, I'm gonna be real with you. I do hear, like, the same beat, I guess, or rhythm, or tempo, something. I don't know my music words. I do hear it being, like, at the same pace, but I definitely do not hear the notes being hit. It is not the same. We had a lot of people who just didn't like, or who didn't get why I like Zelda so much. Huh. Oh yeah, that's the captain. Alright. Nobody in my school had heard of Paper Mario. That was kind of the same deal for me too. Like, some of my friends got to know Paper Mario through me, and finally, you know, when Thousand Year Door Remake came out, I managed to get one of them to play it, and he really enjoyed it. But, you know, for the most part, I was like, I think literally the only person I knew who was into Paper Mario in that entire school. Kinda stunk. Ooh, shit, that's a fuse. I don't think this safe block was here before. It also doesn't seem to be casting a shadow on the ground. Anyway. You know what would be really funny? Just to lighten the mood a little bit here. It would be really funny if the Refolded devs decided to add in a kaboom hammer after this area. Or, like, in this area or something. That'd be, like, the funniest joke they could play right now. But anyway. Never expected this in Origami King when I played this for the first time. Still the most emotional scene in modern Paper Mario. It is an emotional scene, but the internet was overreacting about it in 2020. Why is the fuse different from other bob-ombs is my wonder of the day. It's possible that not all the bob-ombs are, like, actually made exactly the same. That and, like, his best bud was, like, chalked up to kind of be, you know, special to him at least, so... It could also be to differentiate Bobby from other bob-ombs, to just show at the very last second, like, oh, he was a little different or something, or at least his best bud was, you know? But anyway. I really hope that, like, I walk through this area and find a kaboom hammer somewhere. That would be the funniest thing they could do. But anyway, what in the hell? My microphone's wobbling now. Anyway, yeah. Welcome to Breezy Tunnel. Welcome to Breezy Tunnel, sorry. I do have a lot of thoughts on this scene, and if you all would want to hear me talk about that now, then we can talk about that now at the risk of kind of toning down the emotions of the moment. Which I guess I already kind of did a little bit, but... Otherwise, I might wait until the next stream when it's kind of less fresh to talk about my opinions on this moment. But anyway, Just to answer the question from earlier, by the way, the hint button does not do anything right now. Giant bee. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, there's a weapon block. We gotta see. We gotta see. Please be a kaboom hammer. Please be a kaboom hammer. Okay, it's drill stomp. Well, that would have been helpful with breaking the boulder, but... not quite as funny. Do we still got a gold hammer over this way? You could do that while playing the game. Okay. Well, to hear your opinion on the scene. Yay, Mario, my hero. Super Shroom? Bro, fuck you. I want my gold hammer. I hate you. Shut up, mole. I'll kill you. That was weirdly in sync with the music. Hello, it is I, WaddleDee. Hello, WaddleDee. Important box. Alright, how about this? We'll get through the whole thing with, like, cheering Olivia up. And then... there's a treasure nearby, and I don't know where it is. Okay. Where is this treasure? Oh, there it is. I see it in there. Breezy tunnel baba bombs. Baba bombs. That's right. They're baba bombs. Didn't know you could get an item from that Monty Mole? Yeah, in the original game, that's where you get the gold hammer from, I believe. I don't remember where you get the gold boots from. Why not? Wait, what'd you say about Bowser? Oh, I see. Good, so, like, not everyone sides with Bowser. Good. For Pete's sake, can you tell whoever's making that sobbing noise to pipe down? We can't get work done with all this crying here. Huh. Okay. WaddleDee is cute. I agree. I've been enjoying Silk Song. I beat Act 1 on September 30th, the last day of September. Awesome. There are multiple gold hammers and boots. I think 2 of each. 2? I do not remember where the others are. Have you ever thought? No, I've never thought, actually. Let me try. Whoa, it's like there's a voice in my head. Oh. Huh. New shop here. Okay. I'll support local businesses. Get a Super Shroom. Shake. Super Shroom shake. Anyway, you're not new. What's up, bud? Oh, no accessories? Nothing for me? I hate you. I hate that annoying voice in my head. All 10 of them. Oh. Imagine if I slept in the living room. Yeah, the living room. Thanks. Much appreciated. Have you ever thought of a power block hammer? That'd be something else, honestly. That was 3 years ago? Wait, what was 3 years ago? I've already forgotten. Oh, hi there. You're a new color. Huh. I see. Ooh, maybe. Well, I could take her back to Shogun Studios. Hello, oh, we're here? Yeah, we're here. Let's go back to Shogun Studios. And while we're, like, walking that way, we can talk about some stuff, too. Goomber clears depression. Anyway, so regarding my thoughts on Bobby, and if you don't want to hear me kind of being a little bit of a complainer, it's alright to just, like, dip out, because the stream's going to be ending soon anyway. If you'd rather just kind of keep the moment. But I am going to go ahead and be a little bit of a complainer now. Regarding my thoughts on Bobby, I do appreciate how they handled everything after the fact, you know? Having him be continually sort of brought up throughout the game in different ways, and kind of handling it like, you know, that didn't just happen and we're just moving on now, you know? Like, it did have an effect. And I appreciate that, I really do. However, as much as, like, that moment did actually get some tears out of me the first time I played it, and more tears whenever I eventually listened to sort of this, fan remix of Bobby's Encouragement, which I still listen to this day sometimes, especially around Christmas time. I don't know why. I guess because that's around when I first heard it, I kind of just associate that music with, like, certain memories of Christmas now. So sometimes I still listen to it, and it does get some tears out of me from time to time. But anyway, regarding just, like, that whole moment, in retrospect, it may have, like, worked the first time to some extent, and it is kind of like a moment, but for a lot of people that moment didn't even work the first time, and for me it doesn't really work anything beyond the first time, because, and this is going to be me really whining about Origami King here, it does feel a little forced. Just a little. I don't feel like, oh, this is the most forced thing ever. They're just doing this because, like, fans need some sort of emotional moment to latch on to like this game. No. No, that is not how I see it. However, how I do see it is, we kind of don't really get a whole lot of time with Bobby before that happens. Like, you can sort of... Did you forget the hidden block near the boat toad outside? Oh, did I? Huh, I guess I did. Anyway, I don't know. This game's got a little bit of a system with its partners, where instead of them joining you on your journey like they do in the first 2 or 3 games, instead they are more chapter exclusive. They stick around for their chapter, and then after they do the thing that they want to do, you know, they're not going to sit here and join you as you go to take down some big, giant beast or whatever. No, they're just doing their thing, and you help them do their thing, and they're good to go. So a lot of them stick to their area. Bobby doesn't stick to his area. He's the one partner, aside from Olivia, of course, but Olivia works completely differently anyway. He's the one partner that follows you around, who follows you everywhere when he's in your party. You know, Professor Toad, for example, in this next chapter, he will not follow you back to Toad Town, even before his chapter is over. Bobby follows you everywhere. And to stick to that idea of having just, like, one partner per chapter, they did have to do something about that. And to me, I feel a little bit bothered by how they handled it. Because Bobby has this storyline. And not just Bobby, but a lot of characters in this game in general. This game has a running theme of you can make a difference no matter who you are. You know? That's like a running story theme in this game. And it shines at its absolute brightest with Bobby. No matter who you are, no matter how ordinary of a person you are, you can make a difference. You can make an impact in the world. Right? That's what the game's going for. And that's why I'm actually, like, glad that the Refolded team didn't change Bobby's design or anything like that, because that would kind of go against the theming of the story a little bit. That was definitely the developers trying to come up with a story they could tell in spite of the character design restrictions, and I greatly appreciate that. I did notice that theming, and I do like it. However, we got one chapter with him. For the majority of the time we knew Bobby, he was just like a cute little guy who didn't have his memories at all. And then finally he gets his memories back in a huge moment. But, oh, my internet bitrate just dropped. Anyway, but he finally gets his memories back in, like, this huge moment at the end of chapter 2. And when he's like, okay, I'm gonna leave, Olivia's like, no, you gotta come with us. So, like, for one, the way he says, like, I've got to leave, it feels like they're kind of trying to set a precedent, like, the partners are going to leave you. But considering he's the first following partner in the game, it kind of doesn't really feel like that the first time you're playing. It just feels like he's just saying he's going to leave because, like, oh, well, guess he's going to leave or something, you know? If he were not the first following partner, that would feel a little bit more in line, you know? Like, this guy, for whatever reason, is following you around despite the fact that all the partners before him didn't. And now he's saying he's going to leave, but then Olivia's saying, no, please come with us. So I feel like... Oh, there he goes. He's falling asleep. I feel like that could have benefited from Bobby not being the first partner. Like, that line doesn't really make as much sense. But then on top of that, in my opinion, we don't really get enough time with him. You know? Like, Bobby gets his memories back, and then after that, we go on a little side quest to the Princess Peach, and we learn about his past, and why he lost his memories and all that. And then he blows up, and he's gone for good, except as a ghost. He's back a little bit, but for the most part, he's gone now. You know? And we're not going to see him again. And that's kind of what blows for me. Blows up. That's kind of what blows for me. We just don't get time to emotionally latch onto him, really, unless you just emotionally latch onto people really quickly. To me, it feels like there just wasn't really enough time there. And so because of that, the moment doesn't really have its impact, to me, outside of just getting a few tears out the first time I played, you know? And even still, someone kind of spoiled me on it a little bit, so it wasn't as impactful as it could have been. Someone in my chat, to be specific. I was live streaming it. But, you know, that's kind of how I feel about it, personally. I feel like if they were going to stick to the whole you only get this partner for one chapter thing, what they should have done is they should have had Bobby be the last partner in the game before the final chapter. Like, if they want Bowser to be the final chapter partner, that's fine. He fits. But I think what they could have done is they could have had the whole thing with, like, meeting Bobby and all that. They could have had that still happen after Chapter 1, but then he doesn't join your party. And so you see Bobby multiple times throughout the game as sort of a recurring character, maybe sort of similar to Miss Mouse from Thousand Year Door, but, like, more than that. Like, you keep seeing him after the third chapter. I don't know. And then maybe in the final chapter of the game, or maybe not the final chapter, maybe it could be Chapter 4, the Great Sea chapter, you know? Doesn't have to be Shangri-Spa. I don't know, just like a later game chapter, he finally joins our party, and by this point, we've had a good bit of time with him, you know? Maybe not necessarily with him, but we've seen him a lot, we've encountered him a lot, and then, you know, he joins us, and he finally gets his memories back in this big moment, and then, yeah, actually, I think Great Sea would have worked better, and then, you know, he says, okay, problem solved, I gotta leave now, but then Olivia's like, no, please stay, we really like you, or something. And then, you know, something happens to Olivia. They got to go back to the Great Sea. You find the Princess Peach cruise ship all banged up. Excuse me. You find the Princess Peach cruise ship all banged up. And you go through that quest. And then, you know, kaboom. I feel like that moment would have had a way bigger emotional impact if we got a lot more time with him. And this wasn't happening so early in the game, you know? Because, like, we haven't even really technically started Chapter 3 yet. I mean, there's not really chapters in this game, but we haven't really gone into the main yellow streamer area yet. And that's like the third streamer of the game. And now, you know, Bobby's already dead. I don't know. Me personally, I just think it would have definitely had a bigger impact if there was more time to emotionally attach to that character, you know? Like Huey, what happens to Huey at the end of Color Splash? I mean, it's Color Splash, and Huey's kind of like, silly, quirky character, but you get time with him, you know? You get time with Huey, and so it does make that farewell moment kind of like, oh, wow, this is pulling on my heartstrings a little bit. Fucking modern Paper Mario game, and it's still getting me, you know? That moment has an impact. I don't really feel like Bobby's moment has too big of an impact, except for the aftermath, which this game does explore quite a bit, and I appreciate that. Anyway. Let's take a new royalty photo now. Here, I'm sure Olivia will like this. We get to dress up again. How fun. I am here. Just started lab. I've been watching the whole time. Yeah. Cool that Bobby's ghost is there. Yeah. I do think that is a cute detail, and I did want to show that off after I was done complaining about the whole thing with Bobby. No fucking way that's in the base game? Guess what? It is. That is actually in the base game. Anyway. We will play games with actual emotional attachment to the characters. Yes, yes, we will. Like Super Paper Mario! Anyway. Yeah, let's go back this way now. Hope Theo's accompanying me like that. I'm sure. Dude, my eyes spooked me last night. I was, like, getting ready to just like, get down on the floor. Kind of sit there for a moment. And, like, as I turned, I swear I saw, like, the shape of a rabbit. But neither of my rabbits were right there. And this was just, like, an open spot of floor. So I kind of just, like, moved my hand over that spot, you know? I recently got emotional about that whole thing again, so... We have already played Super Paper Mario? Yeah, but let's play it again! Let's play it again! Anyway. That's basically what my brain is like. Let's play it again every time I see a Paper Mario game. Now let's play two at the same time! Again! That or we just got an invisible ghost bomb following us all the time. Yeah, it's not even Bobby, it's just some other ghost that also has that same fuse. No wonder Mario was fine with killing King Ollie. Yeah. Anyway. Well, that save block is pretty convenient because I think we are going to go ahead and stop here now. Next time we will properly do the Yellow Stream chapter stuff. The Yellow Streamer chapter stuff. Sorry. We will properly explore the Yellow Streamer. I will probably make a thumbnail that focuses on the weapons this time. Excuse me. Anyway. I'll make you play Tales of Symphonia 8 times. Okay, okay. But anyway. Yeah. You should be happy, Steven. Super Paper Mario is the best game. I'm sorry, I like that game, and I'm laughing at that statement. Steven doesn't like that game very much, just for context. But anyway, yeah. Thank you all for being here. I know this one was a little bit shorter. If I could have done the entirety of the Yellow Streamer chapter, I definitely would have, but I don't really have the time for that today. So, thank you all so much for watching. Thursday, I will most likely be streaming more 1,000-Year Duel Challenge. Also, because of how things are with my work right now, I think I'm going to change up what I said. I said that no matter what, early week, that's going to be 1,000... Nope. Fuck. Come on, man. I did say previously that if I have an available day early week, that I will stream Origami King Refolded, and if I have an available day late week, I will stream 1,000-Year Duel Challenge. However, I think I'm going to change that around because it seems like things are getting a little difficult as far as finding available time. So instead, no matter when the day is, we will just alternate back and forth between Origami King Refolded and 1,000-Year Duel Challenge until things cool down, which they might not, but, you know. Until things calm down, we're just going to alternate back and forth no matter what part of the week it is. So do not necessarily expect Origami King Refolded if I have Monday off next week or something, which I don't, but Tuesday or something. You know, I might stream 1,000-Year Duel Challenge if Thursday doesn't go well. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here. We will continue the Yellow Streamer next week, probably. And that'll be all. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Tune in Thursday.